All the white women in suburbia got all hot and bothered about that comment, by the way. Did you see that on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a message for the white women in suburbia?
All of my friends are white women from suburbia, so I'm very familiar with white women from suburbia. I was trying to make the point that sometimes white people have this fear of us that is not even substantiated. But when we start labeling our own people saying, ooh, you have a hoodie on, or ooh, he's a black man, so he's dangerous, ooh, he's trying to do something to me, we're doing a disservice to our culture.
And who did you think was doing that?
Kenya.
Crystal from Charleston, West Virginia said, Phaedra, I know you did not compare Glenn to Mike Brown.
Did.
These women want to villainize Kenya so bad. Porsha, you come from a long line of black leaders. Do you agree with Phaedra and Sheree's comparison?
I believe in the stereotype. I believe in the message she was trying to convey at the moment.
Everyone who watched that footage thought that you were out of line. In fact, the president of Black Lives Matter tweeted you saying that it was inappropriate to relate the two. So you think that always trying to make me the scapegoat out of every situation, you think it's cool, you think it's fun, but you really made an ass of yourself.
No, I didn't,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
you did. You made yourself
Kenya,
look bad
I was not
because
trying
you
to
tried
make you
to
look
make
bad.
this Ferguson
Sheree
for your political
and
platform.
Kim, I don't need to have a political platform because I do what I
Clearly you
am
do.
supposed to do politically. What do you do for the community?
I know you don't tell your
what
boys
do you do for the
if
community?
they are at a party and they come in calling people bitches and acting very aggressively toward women. Are you going to tell your boys that it's okay? Because if you do, they'll end up in jail too.
How many
First
of
of
you
all,
do?
I
Hold on,
did
wanna
not
know,
say-
I want to know who found the guys threatening in this group. Candy, you did?
No, I didn't find him threatening.
I didn't have a personal incident with him.
Sheree, you did not? I mean, if you watch the show...
Are you kidding me? I don't think it was that aggressive.
Let me ask Kim this. Let me ask you this. Both you and Candy told Kenya you felt threatened with him around. Why did you put it on her?
I never said that I felt threatened by the gentleman, so I don't know where that's
You
coming
did.
from.
You said she poked the hornet's nest.
Exactly.
I said what?
You said she poked the hornet's nest.
Yes, yes, I did. But I didn't find him to be aggressive, like what you were saying. So at that point, when you can.
So when me and you were sitting next to each other, and he said to me, whatever about I don't want you.
nothing from you.
I don't
Yeah,
want nothing
exactly.
from you. You didn't
Right,
feel like that was crazy?
I didn't feel like it was crazy. I felt like it was awkward, but I still didn't have the same take on the aggression and that sort of thing. When Kenya came over to say, I'm going to ask him to leave, I felt like, why not ask security to ask him to leave?
That was my one.
how it
That was
works.
my question.
Listen, I first went to Tammy because I did not feel it was appropriate for me to go directly to him.
Right.
And so I went to Tammy, who was drinking heavily.
Yeah.
And she was very inebriated. And so I asked her, can you ask your nephew to leave? And she did. But, you know, again, for these girls to judge me and say, oh, I stirred a hornet's nest, first of all, I wish I would have someone in my life, a man that I know, a man I don't know, be that nasty and aggressive toward women. Okay, he had a problem, and we did find out later that he had a gunfight, got shot in the leg, just maybe a week after that. And he had also been in trouble in the NBA for aggressive behavior. So my instincts were right.
Well, let's be clear. Who invited him to the house?
This has been like a great dinner.
Body shots are later at the house.
Oh,
Mama knows.
Tammy, invite him to the house. We're gonna go back to the house.
You wanted him there. You liked him.
What does that have to do with anything? Shut the hell up. I didn't like that boy.
You didn't like it?
Girl, bye.
Don't start. That is your problem. You always trying to throw me under the bus.
Did you invite him to the house?
I invited Tammy and her nephews there. Yes, I did.
You wanted him and he didn't want you.
Yeah.
You wanted him and he didn't want you.
Oh, shut the hell up, Phaedra. You are always trying to paint me as this wanton hussy.
I'm not. You liked him.
I was cordial to everybody there.
wanna hear
I didn't
from
like
Sheree.
that man.
None of us said invite the guys to the house.
Right.
Well, she invited all of them, not just him.
I know, but if we want to check somebody's MO, then maybe we should check him before we bring him to the house.